Good morning, everybody. Joe Ciaccio here. Happy Monday to everybody. Oh boy, it's cold down here in Tampa, Florida again. I don't know where you guys live, all of you, but yet 50 degrees for us people from Florida is cold. So, with that said, I want to go over something I talked about probably 3 or 4 months ago on how to organize your day in your car. If you work at the home, similar, yet in a car, your front seat, passenger side, is your office on wheels. And to me, the more organized you keep yourself, the smoother your day will go, the more organized it's going to go. You're just going to have your days going to go so much easier. You're going to say, damn, I wish I'd have done this a long time ago. Now, I like to keep a little spiral chain notebook on my passenger side just to make a note when I'm driving around. Okay, some of you guys want to talk into your phone, some of you talking to a little iPod to where you make notes, whatever your style is. When a thought pops up, if you're going 70 miles an hour in the interstate, I don't know if I recommend you to put a note on your spiral chain book. I would do something. Yeah, say you're at a stoplight, something pops in your mind. I forgot how to call this client back. I need to do a change of beneficiary form for Miss Jones. Mr. Smith, I need to get him a new bank authorization. Any little notes that you have there, put them there, because what it does now, it gets your mind off of trying to remember what you need to put there. So it kind of frees up some of those files upstairs. So when you do go into somebody's house, your mind's a little bit more clear, it's more efficient. So when you're thinking about a rebuttal, you kind of pause for a second, pull that file out, bam, instead of it being cluttered with all the stuff that you need to do. Now, I used to have a little clipboard in my car that I kept right up front, laid on my, I got a console laid right up front for me to see exactly what I've got going on. And I did one for a daily basis. So every Monday I would do one Monday through Saturday. Regardless whether you're working those days, whatever, you're going to take a personal day off, get into a habit doing Monday through Saturday. And if you're not going to work Friday afternoon, just cross off Friday afternoon, giving yourself a space so in case somebody wants to see you, you can write something in there. I feel by having a daily calendar of what you need to do and you're constantly looking at it, it's going to keep you on point, as if you're going to an office and you've got a manager or somebody bird dogging you and micromanaging you, telling you what to do. You're going to do it to yourself to where you got everything listed. A lot of agents like making appointments on Sunday. They say, well, the people are at home, they're home from church, maybe through watching some sporting event. They'll sometimes call between half times. It just depends on whatever your comfort zone is. Yet the most important thing is to make appointments for next week. Now, let's sit and say Sunday you make yourself 5 appointments. I like making appointments for the day after and the next day. Sunday, I like making them for Monday and Tuesday. When they say they want to make them for Wednesday and Thursday, I'll do it. I'll put it on my calendar. Yet, I'm going to call them back the day before to make sure. Joe, why do you call back? This will give them a reason to get out of it. Well, a lot of times you will tell your clients, do you have a calendar that you use? They're going to go yes or no. If they say yes, do me a favor, get your calendar, and I'll hold on the phone and just write my name down. My name is Joe. I'm going to be at your house Thursday at 4:30 in the afternoon. You got that? You wrote it down? Okay, good. Now, will I call that person back? Depends on what reaction I get from them. If they say they don't have a calendar and they're going to remember it, I'm not saying people don't have good memories, yet if I got to travel 30, 45 minutes to that one person's house and them not be there, I'd much rather call. Now, you can call But some people say, well, if you call, that person may say, well, I changed my mind. Years ago when I got into business, cell phones were not as popular as they are now. So if I called somebody, 99% of the time, the number they put on the lead was their home phone number. So if I run into that situation where I made an appointment on Sunday for Thursday at 4:30, and they don't have anything to write it on, I'm going to call them up Thursday, probably about an hour before, 45 minutes before I got to go. I'm going to call up, and I'm going to ask, is Frank there? Is Frankie there? They're going to go, there's no Frankie here. I'm sorry, clink. Now I know they're home. That would be the thought process I would do so I didn't have to drive, because people sometimes will answer the phone when you call, and they say, I changed my mind. So, should you, shouldn't you? That's something you've got to decide on. Now, Monday morning, you're starting off, you got an appointment at 9:30, you got one at 11:15, you got one at 1, you got one at 5. Now you know your day, where you got to go. I also like to throw in there door knocking in between those people. So I'm going to set my day up with those 4 leads set up with my leads, okay? I keep all my leads in my trunk. I've got them all alphabetized by the zip code they live in. So if they're in zip code 33617, which is right by the office, I'm going to pull out all of those leads, whether they're 6 months old, a year old, or 2 years old, okay? Like working a bonus lead and age lead, couldn't get a hold of the person, I'm going to go back again. So I'm going to go see my person at 9:30, then I've got one at 11:15. Don't have much leeway in there. Yet if I've got time in between the second and third, or third or fourth, or after the last one, depending on what time it is, I'm going to be doing some door knocking. I like to have my leads always in front of me. Now, also, let's say you've got to call up, you need to talk to a carrier about a chargeback. You need to talk to a carrier about something, an underwriting question that you couldn't get a hold of me, or you want to talk straight with the carrier. What you ought to do is just write it down in your calendar. I've got to talk to Transamerica about this 14-year-old I'm not sure about. Put in there 11 o'clock, 15 minutes before your next appointment. Hopefully they answer. Hopefully you get a quick answer. 12:15, bada bing, bada boom, and now you've got it there. The more organized you keep your day, the more efficient. The day will go a lot smoother. It'd be less stressful for you, and you're going to get more accomplished. And hopefully when you're sitting with a client, you've got all these files that are a little bit cleaned up, and you're able to make more sales because you're able to think openly. Now, I always like to have a regular calendar in front of me, so if I'm on the phone with somebody and they tell you, I can't see you for another week, you're going to have that. They're going to say, I can't see you. My kids are coming to town. It's Thanksgiving. It's the 4th of July, whatever it is there. You may have to go out further, but you don't have it on your 6-day printout. Look at the calendar, say, okay, yes, ma'am, that day, I believe I can make some changes to come by and see you. Would it be a good time? Fantastic. Whenever somebody sets up an appointment with me out far, I like to make them my first appointment. Okay? Get up, get out. So if they're not there, it's not going to bother me because I'm already in that part of town and I've got to work it anyway. Okay? You cannot get upset when somebody forgets an appointment. Well, you can get upset, but it's not going to do you a damn bit of good. Okay? If they're not home, we have these little yellow delivery notices. You can go online or call Jay up. We'll get some for you. Little yellow delivery notices that you can use if it's an appointment that the person was not there, or if you're just running leads and the person is not there, you can write on there, this is Joe, this package is for Mrs. Gomez, this was my second attempt. No matter whether it's your first, second, or third attempt, my second attempt, call me. Okay, now, those are tools that you can use to get back in front of people. The way I like to do things is to be as organized as possible. Now, let's say you're driving down the road, something pops in your mind. I need to call about a beneficiary. I need to call up Royal Neighbors. Now, do you have your phone listed Royal Neighbors, Transamerica, American Amicable? You may do that, okay? But when you're driving and you got to hit that A and the M to try to look it up in your phone, what I would recommend you guys to do, a thought, put the letter I in front of every one of your carriers. I dash insurance, I dash. So all you got to do is hit the letter I and all of your insurance carriers are going to pop up. Okay? I did mine to where I have it for I's, agents I got Y's, and for clients I've got C's. Back in the day, you were able to text, mass text, okay? You send out 20, 30 texts at a time, yet it would go to each individual person. Today, with my phone, if I send out 5 texts to 5 different people, each person is going to see the other person I sent it to. So it kind of defeats the purpose on me labeling all my clients when I want to do a mass text, or to the agents a mass text. Now, in my car, a new agent, an experienced agent, you hear something that you haven't heard before, I like to put little 3x5 cards on my dashboard. Okay, I use a tape that hopefully doesn't mess up your dashboard, and I put little sayings on there. Okay, because when you're in the house with a client, every now and then they'll throw you a curveball, or they'll just punch you right in the nose, and you're just startled. You don't know what to say, and you don't know what to get back into the game. I've got little things put on my dashboard that says who will pay, the word burden, what if, super preferred. Pick out 4 or 5 little 4 or 5 little pieces of paper and put things on there that you can actually going to visualize, because when they're in your car for a long period of time, you're going to actually start visualizing those when you're looking at the client of exactly what you have written down, and it's going to get you back in the game. I usually change them out once a month. I may like the word whose burden, who will pay, what if. I keep some up there indefinitely. I like to change new ones, put new ones in, put some fresh material for my mind. So, daily activity goes on your little sheet. I keep a little clipboard right in front of me with everything. I keep a spiral tank notebook with me. I keep a yellow highlighter, which I have not mentioned yet, a highlighter, so when I write something down on my spiral tank notebook, if it's something I need to do today, I kind of do a little highlighting, so when I'm looking down there when I'm driving and what I got to do, I see that yellow highlight, and it says call up Transamerica to get a PAC form for Mrs. Jones, okay? Granted, you can go download that stuff on your computer. Yet, these are just examples for you when you got to call the carrier about something. But it's more about underwriting. So, with that said, guys, hope those little tips helped you out. Have a great day. We appreciate you. You need anything, call us. We're here for you. Drive safe and be careful as always.